Okay. Hello, everyone. We're here to start a debate. But before our meeting, I would like to introduce myself and, of course, yourself. My name is Andrea Costa. I am an English teacher. Um, I am doing a licenciatura en lenguas extranjeras con énfasis en inglés right now, and I am in sixth semester. Catherine?
Okay, my name is Catherine Carrascal. Same for my classmates. I licenciature in foreign language. Today, how are you, Ivan?
Okay, girls, good morning. My name is Ivan Mauricio Moreno Aparicio. I'm studying foreign language too. I'm in fifth, sixth, seventh semester, I guess. So yeah, I'm glad to be here with you. So let's start our debate, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
excellent. Thank you. Okay, our debate today will be about educational challenges identified in three different works on foreign language education. We will be looking into the observations and points of view that Catherine, Ivan, and myself did during this activity. We're going to focus on the problem areas that we noticed in our classroom settings. Okay, we are going to start with Catherine.
Okay, my observation are one case that stood out in the lesson talking about future. The teacher fast pace and the limit interaction opportunities were problematic. Several students seemed lost because they couldn't keep up with the instruction. Crashing monitors model stress. How important is the to make input comprehensible? Here, that wasn't happening for many students, which likely caused them to lose motivation. Another problem was the lack of flexibility in addressing individual needs. The teacher used more visual is an interactive elements, but the lesson was structured in a way that left little class for students. In this case, both social and emotional factors were considered, which could have affected how students retain the information.
All right. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing your observation with us. Now let's see about Ivan.
Okay, thank you, Catherine. So the choice of topic focusing on samba dance and its importance in Brazil was culturally enriching and relevant. This connected language learning with real world culture knowledge, which helps to increase student motivation and engagement. The use of usual aids like videos or emojis showing samba dancing was a great way to capture the students' attention and enhance their listening and speaking skills. Interactive activities like asking students to share their thoughts on the dance promoted participation. However, for students for A2 level, the pace might have been a bit fast, especially when introducing cultural concepts or new vocabulary. I think that slowing down to check for understanding or using more scaffolding techniques would help ensure all students are on the track.
All right. Thank you, Ivan, for sharing. Now it's my turn to share about my observation class. All right. So in my observation, a challenge came up during a spelling bee in the second class that I observed. One of these students had an special need and couldn't vocalize the words, so he didn't speak. But the way that he chose the teacher, that he knows how to spell words in English, was just reading the words in the board. So the teacher had to make a small adjustment to accommodate the contest for him. But the problem here is that the overall format of the competition The teacher never considered the variety of learning needs of all her students. So this kind of task can be discouraging for those who struggle with verbal outcome, and of course they have a pressure performing. And now, talking about theories, Bayosky's sociocultural theory shows us that learning is a social progress, a social process. So, in this case, the social nature of spelling bee could be modified to be more like supportive, no, instead of focusing only in the competition. Therefore, I believe that more collaborative activities could have been used in this case, where students work together and help each other.
I think him, Gladys, make a great point about inclusiveness. The three offer examples show that rigid structures, whether it's a fast-paced lessons or a competitive activity, don't work for all students. For example, in my observed lessons, the teacher should have used more peer interaction or allow students to work in small groups that way. Everyone would have had a chance to process information at their own space and feel more comfortable participating.
Yes, of course. That's very interesting, Catherine. Thanks for sharing. And I agree. I agree. I think it's about making sure that everyone, no matter their type of learning, they get involved in classes. In this case, in the spelling bee, the class that I observed, maybe the teacher could give more room for collaborative group effort, no? It will have reduced some of the pressure in these students and also encourage them to support each other. That called in the way that they help each other, and it creates a better learning environment. Okay, now as a team, we are going to evaluate which problem we should prioritize for the rest of the debate.
Okay.
Catherine?
Okay, so I think the challenge or survey in your classes are interesting because every day we see more students with special needs and the personnel in school are not prepared to deal with these students. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that in any English class, regardless of the level, students may face a variety of challenges as they work to improve their language skills. These challenges often include difficulties with understanding new vocabulary, pronunciation, and adapting the different accents or speeds of speech. Students may also struggle with fluency as forming sentences in a new language requires practice and confidence.
Yes, I agree with you guys in general, and it is frustrating to see that the students struggle to understand these type of classes, and it's very overwhelming to see that they are incapable of doing anything about it. So we agree on working on the issues of students with special needs and disabilities. Okay? So right now, according to the chosen problematic educational situation that we are talking about, we will answer three questions. Okay, let's start with question number one. It says, "What innovative English learning activities do you propose to address the identified educational challenges?"
Okay, we can use a vocabulary play role, let the kids spread out and add or using words from their lessons. Also, we can introduce a spelling exercise where they can practice at their own pace. With all this, they will be able to create a digital history using the vocabulary they learn. They can narrate is combining creativity with language practice. Okay.
Yes, what do you think about?
Okay, to face the educational challenge of engaging students in English learning, I propose we can incorporate interactive storytelling activities, students collaborative, create and add our stories, blending creativity with language practice. This hand-on approach not only boosts vocabulary and grammar, but also builds confidence in speaking and listening skills.
Yes, that's true. Those are really good ideas, and I agree with you guys. And I think that we can also have students teach new words or professions to their classmates. They could use flashcards, they could draw pictures, and it's a cool way to reinforce their working and build confidence through the teaching. Or they can set up different stations with different activities, like focus on vocabulary, spelling, and grammar. I think that kids can rotate and engage in hands on things like matching games or digital quizzes. It keeps this fun because that's the idea to have fun classes and also caters to different learning styles. Now, thank you. On to the second question, it says, what specific resources, including digital tools and materials, do you propose to use to support the implementation of your proposed activities? Ivan, let's
Okay,
start with you.
yeah, I will start. To make the Samba dance lessons more engaging and supporting for A2 learners, I would use a mix of digital tools and resources that bring the culture to life. YouTube videos of Samba performances can capture their attention, while interactive platforms like Kahoot or Quizlet make learning vocabulary fun. Tools like Padlet or Google Classroom encourage collaboration and reflection, helping students feel more connected. I'd also introduce authentic materials like articles and audio clips about Brazilian culture, along with a playlist of samba music to immerse them in the experience. The goal is to make the lesson interactive, enjoyable, and culturally enriching, supporting each student's learning journey.
Okay, I suggest we use digital tools like Quizlet. Quiz is great for flashcard and quizzes, and Kahoot make quizzes fun and interactive to be more present. And also with digital tools, we can use projectors with educational videos and vocabulary contests and act board games which will help the student keep engaged in the class and the topics.
Yeah, I think that all of these will surely help kids to engage in their classes. And it also helps them to learn new topics because that's the idea. I like the idea of visual aids that always helps with using colorful flash cards and stickers. They love the stickers that related to their lesson. Okay, they make learning more tangible and fun. I also think that providing materials in different formats, like audios or visual aids, will indeed help all kinds of learners, and especially those that we are talking about that has special needs. Okay, thank you. Now let's go with the question number three, and which is the last question. What methodologies do you propose to use to assess the impact of your proposed activities on language learning outcomes?
Okay, about you ask, I propose the use of formative assessments like checklists during activity to see how students are doing. With this, it's possible to create digital worksheets, or portfolios where that show is students' work, process, and recording from the activities record sessions. Using digital tools by implementing group projects and incorporating peer feedback. We believe this challenge can be taken care of in a way that aligns with current language acquisition, helping the needs of students improving their language learning experience. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that will be something exciting for the students to see, and which is interesting because also their parents can see their progress and help them during the process. That's the idea, no? The parents get involved in their learning process. I think it will be really good also if each student can contribute during group activities. Collaborative activities are good because it also encourages them and to do like teamwork, which always helps to learn. When we work together, when we do a collaborative activity, we learn together, and this is good for kids. At the end of each class or topic, perhaps students can provide feedbacks, no, on their experience during the classes, and this will help classes in the future to fit their way of learning. That's the idea, that every teacher needs to know well their students and do whatever it takes to like make sure they learn, like they truly learn. Ivan, what do you think?
Okay, excuse me. I think that to assess the impact of these activities on students' language learning, I would use a mix of ongoing personalized assessments. This includes simple quizzes through tools like Kahoot to check vocabulary retention, and regular reflections or feedback on Padlet to understand their cultural insights and language progress. I'd also use informal speaking exercises during class to gauge their confidence and fluency in real time conversations. Listening and reading comprehension would be evaluated through brief assignments using authentic materials by keeping assessments interactive and low pressure. I can monitor also progress while making students feel supported and motivated to improve.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, to conclude our debate today, as a team, we've agreed that the pace of lessons and the lack of interactive opportunities in person as observation are our major challenges. Yes, that's what we are talking about.
Okay.
Catherine?
Okay. Um, Using digital tools by begin implementing group projects and incorporating peer feedback, we believe this challenge can be taken care of in a way that aligns with current language acquisition, helping the new needs of students and improving their language learning experience.
I think that by combining engaging cultural content with interactive tools, the activities make the learning both fun and meaningful. Students will improve their language skills while feeling more connected and confident, supported by personalized low pressure assessments throughout their learning journey.
Excellent. All right. Catherine, you say the right words. This is something all instructors need to learn and understand. And also, I think that Ivan make a really good point, and it is important to make sure like students feel confident about their learning progress too. Well, will that conclude? With that, we conclude our debate today. Thank you so much, Catherine and Ivan, for sharing your observations and all your thoughts in this debate. Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Okay, girls. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you,
All
thank you.
right.